and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And we've got a moment now to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Chet Holmgren.
What a great trend it's been for him in terms of his rebounding. He's been getting after it on the glass these past few months. His numbers are way up, and that makes him so much more effective as an all-around contributor.
So the net starting five. Terrence Mann is out there with Demon. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Abaji in at the power forward. And for the Thunder, Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. All right, everyone, the NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count.
Man with it, defended by Dort. Clock at 6. Pass to Abaji. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein, and he banks in the layup.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Demon. There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Now, here's Porter. Last time out, he had 14 points. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Claxton the pass to Porter. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams. And so just over a minute and a half played. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
First one falls for him. And going back a bit, the Nets regaining a lot of their draft picks, Doris, from the Rockets. One of the more interesting trades that we've seen.
Well, they gave away a ton of those picks to acquire James Harden when they believed they had a championship window. And now in recovering them, Brooklyn able to benefit from the draft to try to position themselves for that all-important rebuild.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started. Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Pass to Mann. Outside, Porter. Down low. Here's Demon. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Demon's got his second bucket tonight.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Holmgren. Abaji pulls it in. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Demon. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Pass to Claxton. Here's Demon. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Demon. He has 5. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the triple. Brooklyn trailing. Outside, Porter. Pass to Demon. To the inside. He's looking for Porter and finds him. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these 2 teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
Now, man, after Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Man can't hit. The Thunder leading by 3. Outside, Dort kicks it out to Holmgren. Back to Dort. Fires the 3. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. D right on him. Over Demon. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. Number 1, the Thunder.
You know, they made that a point of emphasis a season ago. I mean, they spent a lot of time in practice drilling their free throws, and I think it really paid off with the best percentage in the league.
Mitchell, he's checked in for the Thunder. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Cavaliers. Pass to Abaji. Here's Demon. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Claxton a screen on Mitchell. And it's Demon missing. The Thunder with the lead. Outside Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Porter. Here's Williams. And there it is for him.
What you like about J-Dub is he tries hard to get to the positions on the floor he likes. If he's in the painted area, that's a good spot.
Here's Man. No scoring in this one. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Demon. Here's Abaji. It's a very good look and converts.
He is now 3 for 4 to start this game. Clearly, the confidence is already building.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Thunder. Pass to Hartenstein. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Now, Man. Here's Demon. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Thunder have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein.
And now a chance to take a look at the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. Coming off a terrific season, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Holmgren. Pass to Demon. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Mitchell passes to Williams. Wiggins sets a screen for Williams. Down low. And the Thunder can't hang on to the ball.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Bucks. Here's Demon. He has 7. Porter against Williams. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Clowney's checked in. And Zaire Williams is in for Terrence Mann. Pass to Clowney. To the middle. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Nets lead by 3.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Wiggins sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander to stop the drought, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Yeah, fundamental basketball here. Passes on time and on target.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. It loose. Williams with the ball. Williams picks him up. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs.
You see the awareness of Jalen Williams. This guy understands somebody else had a better look.
Brooklyn with the ball. They trail by 1. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around, and with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And such a valuable guy to this team's rotation, Doris. Nick Claxton is important.
You know, Kev, I'll tell you one thing. This guy brings a ton of energy. He's willing to battle for loose balls, for rebounds. On the defensive end, you know he can make an impact. There's incredible length, and I still think a ceiling that he can get to.
No good on that one.
But the first thing that strikes you as a player with Nick Claxton is how easily this guy gets off the floor. Vertical threat on the offensive end and an excellent rim protector on the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he sinks the second. And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all three are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Harden would be together forever, and it didn't happen.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Guys?
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Always with the ball. Picked up by Claxton, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Outside Williams. 1:44 left in the first. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Demon. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Oklahoma City has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Mitchell kicks to Holmgren. 1:19 left here in the first quarter. The 10-footer finds the target. Holmgren's got his second basket of the game.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
It's to Demon. Over in the corner, Williams. Now Claxton. Here's Demon. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams. The Thunder leading by 4. Holmgren outside. And here is Wallace. Wiggins, a screen on Claxton. Kicks it out to Mitchell. A three-pointer. Wiggins. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Demon. He's got 7. Outside Williams to end the drought. That shot off the mark. And that does it for the first quarter. Thunder lead by 4. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Sharp, Zaire Williams out there with Sarah. And it's Clowney in at the 4-man position. Nets trail by 4. Here's Wolf. Outside Williams. Puts up a 3. Wiggins with the rebound. Oklahoma City shooting at 50% in a decent group. Mitchell passes to Holmgren. Mitchell kicks to Wiggins. In the corner, Wallace with it. Mitchell outside. This one for three. A rebound by the Nets. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta, where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be the third game of this three-game road trip. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Saroff, covered by Mitchell. To the wing right side. Williams for three. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Wallace outside. Holmgren the screen. To the paint. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Outside Williams. There's a screen. Lets it fly. Again, the miss by Williams. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Wiggins outside. Wallace outside. And that one, good. Wallace has got his first points of the game. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Nets trail by 8. Left side, Williams. Here's Saroff. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Clowney. Over to the wing. Now Sharp. Here's Saroff. Takes the three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's Wiggins. Not a lot of room. Wallace down low. He's against Williams. Wallace looking for an opening. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
Pass to Clowney. Outside Williams. Inside. Here's Saroff. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Wiggins outside. Holmgren kicks to Mitchell. Back to Holmgren. The rebound by Sharp. Nets trail by 8. Here's Wolf. Nothing on the board. Pass to Saroff. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And DB, you watch how the Thunder play defense. Great rim protection.
Kevin, this philosophy is all about taking away the paint first. If the ball is in the paint, sharks are in the water.
Jalen Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Mitchell, and a new group in for the Nets. Wallace outside. Pass to Williams. Six on the shot clock. Holmgren right side. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's man, defended by Dort. Here's Abaji. Fires from deep. Wiggins with the rebound. Wallace with the ball. Wiggins sets a screen for Wallace. Holmgren left side. Outside Williams. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen Williams got as great a basketball frame as you could hope for. That's strength right there.
Here's Saroff. Screen by Claxton. Abaji the pass to Claxton.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Pass to man. They set the pick. Here's Abaji. No good on the three. Now here's Williams. He's tightly guarded. Holmgren finds Wiggins. Williams looking around. And here is Holmgren. And this is the mark. His third miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Claxton a screen on Wallace. And Claxton throws it down.
Claxton, an elite finisher at the rim. That is nicely done.
Wallace the pass to Wiggins. Holmgren sets the screen for Wiggins. Pass to Holmgren. Fires the three. Another miss by Holmgren. Nets trail by 6. Here's Saroff. Wiggins with some nice D.
The boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Holmgren outside. Wallace outside. Beyond the arc. Porter pulls it in.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going. Keep working at it.
Pass to man. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. It's time now to look at the NBA's toughest defensive teams from a season ago. In third, the Thunder.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
And the Thunder with some changes. Carlson's checked in, and it's Williams in for Wiggins. Demon, he's checked in for the Nets. The Thunder leading by 6. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Joe's checked in. Here's Williams. And here is Dort. Back to Williams. From the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Abaji. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Demon. The Thunder with another miss. Nets trail by 4. Outside, Porter. Out to the wing. Here's Demon. 7 points in the game. To the middle. It's tipped. Taken away by Williams. Moving it up. Here's Dort. Off the mark, and the drought continues. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Abaji, the pass to Claxton. Over Williams. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Claxton.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now, here's Dort. Still without a basket. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
It's the Demon. Porter a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Demon. Screen by Claxton. Just 5 on the clock. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And the more experience Abaji gets, Doris, the more you sense his confidence continues to grow.
You know, his athleticism is the first thing that pops to me. But he can make shots from distance. He can put it on the deck. There is so much growth and potential here.
Williams' shot is off. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at just about an even 40% from the field for the second quarter. That's to Demon. Now here's Porter. Launches it. Dort grabs the miss. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams against Claxton. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams from outside. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Demon. 7 points in the game. Porter looking it over. Pass to Abaji. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. It's Dort on the wing. Guarded by Porter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Picked by Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Joe passes to Williams. Now Joe. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Thunder up by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start for the Brooklyn Nets.
Even teams that have great shooters have to be selective. They're hucking it up from beyond the arc, hoping for the best, And it reminds me of my free throws. Almost, mostly bricks.
It's like they went to the O'Neal three-point shooting academy.
Very funny.
And next up on the docket, I'll look at some upcoming games. It'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers up against the Hornets in Charlotte. Start time 7 o'clock Eastern.
This is the kind of game everyone tunes in for. Should be a good one.
I'm right there with you, getting the popcorn ready. Got some gummy bears for you. Got some, what else you want, Kenny?
Chocolate raisins.
Anything else, Shaq?
Chocolate chip cookies.
Uh-huh.
How about some barbecue chicken?
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been quite a game for Nick Claxton.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half with. To the paint. And he goes in for the dunk.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Now here's Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Down low. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
Oh, boy, he attacks, but how about that rim protection? That is so good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Claxton a screen on Dort. To the inside. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, this is what you want your big to do. Set a quality screen and then be opportunistic on the catch.
Outside, Dort. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Claxton. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Pass to man. Now Porter from deep drills the three-pointer. Porter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
And a big part of the Nets' shot diet comes doors from beyond the arc. They love the 3.
They do, Kevin, and for a team that struggles offensively and lacks interior scoring, firing away from distance gives them a puncher's chance every night.
Pass to man. Takes it from 10. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordi Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent. but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
And he makes the first. And so he hits both.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
Outside, Dort. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 14. Inside, Hartenstein. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 assists tonight. Pass to man. To the middle, here's Claxton. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Listen, at this point, keep feeding Nick Claxton because right now his confidence is surging.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint, here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Outside, Porter. From downtown, hands it from downtown. Porter's got 6 in the quarter.
And such a sharp shooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Dort with the ball. He has yet to score, and the shot goes in. And the Thunder lead by 3.
Well, obviously, the defense has not been great this half, and you've got to be able to address this quickly.
Here's Demon. On the wing, Porter. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Demon. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Nets trail by 3. Out to the right wing. Here's Abaji. Defended by Holmgren. And that one's good by Porter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And here is Holmgren. After Michael Porter made the last 3-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein.
I got to give credit to Hartenstein right there. Makes the defense react, and he ends up drawing the contact.
The Thunder have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Sometimes in this league, you just have to be patient. Isaiah Hartenstein, a 2nd-round pick, he has now become an invaluable asset to his team.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
It should be a 2-point lead, but they'll be satisfied to have edged into the lead.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused the beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Brooklyn with the ball. The Thunder making the shot. Here's Porter. Pass to Claxton. Banked in off the glass. Claxton's got 15 points. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. It's a 1-point game. Right side, Dort. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely. Off with the layup. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Claxton, no good.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
Stripped away. Down low. Here's Abaji. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Holmgren.
And they have scraped and clawed to get back into this thing, just chipping away little by little and finally now taking the lead.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Brownie's checked in. So it's the Thunder now. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 14 points for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Now we get a chance to check out Chet Holmgren.
He had a strong showing last season. Last season, he averaged 15 points a game, 8 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
Offensive rebound, and the shot goes down. Clowney's got his second bucket of the game to go.
It's just certain guys have a nose for the basketball. I don't think you teach that. Great second effort there.
Holmgren kicks to Williams. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Now, man, pass to Clowney. Here's Claxton. Great D that time from Hartenstein. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Demon. Here's Abaji. Man passes to Abaji. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 17. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points here in just the second half. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Oklahoma City. Pass to man. Here's Demon. Here's Abaji. He's got 15. It's tipped. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Here's Demon. 9 points in the game so far. Sharp, that's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Williams passes to Hartenstein. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot from 16 and off the glass. That one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 21.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Pass to Abaji. Sharp with a screen on Williams. To the right side. Clock at 6. Here's Abaji. Takes a 3. The shot missing. Good tee by Williams.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Stolen away. Here's Abaji. He's got 15. 1:41 left to play here in the third. Pass to Sharp. And that one drops. Sharp's got 4 this quarter.
Well, creating offense for others, challenging the heart of the defense, get into the teeth, and then spot the open shooter.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Jalen Williams. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. .125 left in the third quarter. Wiggins passes to Wallace. Mitchell outside. Wiggins sets a screen for Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Williams with the steal. Pass to Saraf. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Porter kicks to Williams. For 3. They get the rebound. And then Sharp with the dunk.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Here's Wiggins. After the basket by Brooklyn. Holmgren with a screen on Williams. Wallace the pass to Wiggins. Williams' shot is off. The Nets with the lead. On the wing, Williams. Still yet to score. Here's Saroff. Outside, Porter. The three. No good on the last second attempt there. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nets lead by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Nets. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Saroff is out there with Zaire Williams. And it's Sharp in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Williams finds Dort. Williams, a screen on Williams. Pass to Williams. Over Porter. Nice D from Porter. Nets leading by 4. Here's Saroff. Porter, bounce pass. Sharp against Williams. Now, here's Sharp. Defense right on him. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Oklahoma City. Kicks it out to Wiggins. From outside, off the mark. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Here's Saroff. Oh, Porter in position and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Sunday, they'll take on Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors.
And for that game against the Nuggets, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
Dort with a screen for Mitchell. The tray. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Saroff. Stolen by Mitchell. Outside, Dort. Wiggins passes to Williams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Porter.
What I love about Jalen Williams, he makes his presence felt on the game. Athleticism, tireless work ethic, and offensive skills that are just blossoming with each repetition.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
I think my favorite thing about Jalen Williams is just how much you can tell his love for the game. It's on display nightly. He puts in the work and he gets the results.
He's perfect from the line this time. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Now, here's Sharp. Porter kicks to Williams. Back to Porter. 5 on the clock. Williams in the post. Defended by Dort. And it's in there. Williams has got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Over in the corner, Dort. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Sharp. That one goes in, and the Nets lead by 3.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Mitchell. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
It's the Nets now, following the score by Oklahoma City. Ball's knocked loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Kenrich Williams. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. And it's Traoré in for Saraf. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, guys. Well, Jordi Fernandez was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. Here's Traoré, down to 5 on the shot clock. They set the pick. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Hartenstein with the screen for Mitchell. No good with the wing jumper. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Traoré. There's a screen by Williams. Here's Traoré, covered by Mitchell. Traoré gets the bucket. Traoré's got his first points in this one. Mitchell looking it over. And here is Dort. Now here's Williams, guarded by Porter. Outside Williams. To tie it up. Traoré with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 3. Left side Williams. Here's Traoré, covered by Mitchell, to the inside. Here's Coney, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter him.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Brooklyn.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
First free throw is good. And the Thunder with some changes. Holmgren, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Mann's checked in for the Nets. Demon comes in for Traore. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Nets making a change here. Abaji's checked in. Brooklyn on defense. Holmgren the pass to Dort. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. Wiggins outside. Three-pointer. Porter pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Abaji. That 3 off the mark. Thunder trailing by 5. Over in the corner, Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. Kicks it out to Holmgren. And the 3-ball is good. Holmgren's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, the very definition of a stretch big, right? Chet Holmgren comes in with the reputation as a spacer.
Outside, Porter lets it go from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Porter's got the lead. Back up to 5 now for Brooklyn.
Boy, this guy has been a completely different player in this half of basketball. Incredible.
It's Dort on the wing. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. The rebound by the Nets. Outside, Porter. Abaji the pass to Porter. Claxton a screen on Wiggins. It's Porter outside. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. No one near him. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 23.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Here's Demon. Pass to Porter from outside the arc. Porter can't get that one to fall. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren outside. Wiggins kicks to Holmgren. To tie it up. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Porter's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Claxton a screen on Wiggins. Porter can't get that one to fall.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Wiggins.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Deflects the pass. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Brooklyn's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Back to Porter. Claxton sets the screen for Porter. Claxton with the bucket. 17 points for Nick Claxton.
And just playing well within the offense. Porter's not forcing his own shot and shows solid court vision and passing ability.
Hartenstein. And the rejection by Claxton. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Wiggins. Second shot opportunity. And he sinks the layup. Wiggins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Pass to Claxton. Jalen Williams is checked in for the Thunder. And here's Porter. He's guarded by Williams. Strong move off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Nets trail by 3. Here's Porter. Now Claxton. Porter inside. He's against Williams. That one misses. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Hartenstein. And there's the dunk.
Oh, important points right there. Hartenstein gets the call, and he puts it in the cup.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Porter outside. Here's Demon. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Claxton sees him with the putback.
Wow, this team showing big-time trust, and Claxton delivers on it.
Steps back. Gilgeous-Alexander from 15 feet away. It's good.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Porter outside. .135 left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by George. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Can't get it to go. Nets trail by 5. Porter inside. Defended by George. And Brooklyn turns it over again. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it misses. Brooklyn's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Williams against Porter. To shoot. Man up top, defended by Dort. Holmgren rips down the rebound. And they go to the intentional foul. 2 This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And so they foul intentionally.
Shooting two.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Boy, critical trip to the line. He knocks him in and gives him a little cushion down the stretch.
Holmgren rips down the rebound. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense is right there. So we see the Thunder get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, so that I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that about wraps it up. So for Doors